As the title suggests, McLaren driver is going to win the World Championship, and this is only because I used the game to predict the championship for this season, which starts, I think, in February. Preseason testing should start, and then the livery should start coming out soon. So, yeah, welcome to the channel. This is Valentine on Valentino F1. This should be a funny little thing that I try and then maybe look at the end of the season and see if I get any of these correct. But yeah, McLaren have proved that they've had a fast car, so I'm predicting the McLaren driver to win. Okay, that the the actual driver that you think is going to win is up to you. But yeah, let's see what this game predicted. This is a game prediction, then I'm going to do my actual prediction. So, yeah, the game produced some wacky things. But first, let me go through how I set up the game and the driver's levels and car levels and all that. So, I think it'll be a little bit in depth, but not that much. So, next slide. So, Stake F1, I just named it F1 because I couldn't care less about their name. So, I gave Hulkenberg with a skill of 7 because he's good in qualifying and has good race pace as he proved at Haas. I'm only giving 30 seconds, by the way. And I gave Bortoleto a 5 because he's a rookie. Back to back champion. He could be a Piastri or he could be a Mick Schumacher. So, at this point, it's just level. Car power, I gave it 4 each because, I mean, I was even generous. I've given this car like a 2. But yeah. We'll see what these guys will do in the game. On to the next slide. Williams is going to be everyone's favorite second team as they've got Sainz, who have given a 7 because Sainz. Then Albon, I've given him a 5. I was going to give him a 7, but then, I mean, he's sort of like dropped off a bit. The car, I've given it a 4 because, hey, this car keeps crashing and crashing and crashing. It's not even good with straight line speed anymore. So, yeah, Sainz is the leader, giving him a 7, and Albon gets a 5. So, we'll see how these two are going to compete in the game. On to the next slide. Yes, it's that annoying thing. Subscribe. I know you guys are tired of hearing people telling you to subscribe. I get tired of it sometimes, but hey man, subscribe. We're at 8 subscribers now. Would love to even just get one from this video to be honest. So subscribe. Thank you. Now really on to the next slide. Before you think my head is gone, this is my selection. I don't care what you say. Sonoda gets a 5, Hajar gets a 5. Hajar, I've used the same excuse as I did with Bortoleto. Rookie, I don't know about him. He could be mid, he could be good. 5. Sonoda has been there, 5 years now? As much as I really wanted him to get the Red Bull seat, I'm giving him a 5. Maybe he's supposed to be a 6 or a 7 better than Hajar, but hey, my decision. Oh, as for the car, I don't know why I gave them two different car power. I should have given them 6 both because they're getting power from the freaking RB19 now. So the car should be a bit good. And that was a mistake and it probably skew the results. But yeah, on to the next slide. This car, as much as it was a qualifying demon, it was only a qualifying demon with Hulkenberg most of the time. So I'm putting it as a step down before they become up in 2025. Ocon, I give him, he's mid to mid, good driver. And Behrman, rookie, like I said, rookies are all going to get mids, by the way, including Antonelli. But yeah, mid. On to the next slide. So when I was editing this, I mean, when I was making those things, I thought they're going to get Mercedes power in 2025 this year, but turns out it's next year when the regulations change. So the car should be a 5, but hey, man, it could be a 3 at the beginning and be a 10 at the end. But yeah, Gasly, I think, no, it's non debatable. He's a 7 out of 10. And doing rookie, I couldn't spell his name, by the way. Rookie 5, on to the next car. Now, the only rookie that gets more than a 5 is, of course, Mr. Alonso. Rookie since 2002. Bro is still in, man. 43, man. Still here. But his car is average. About 5, 6. Same with Stroll. Stroll, as much as you hate him, he's like a 7. All right? Not the 7 that's same as Gasly, but like a 7 that's a bit below Gasly. Like, so maybe Gasly like a 7.5, 7.6, and then Stroll is like just base 7. But yeah, on to the next car. Now, Merc without Hamilton, ma. We'll see if this kid is any good, to be honest. But I don't believe the hype. I don't know why I gave him a 7. I made a mistake. That was supposed to be a 5. Like I said, rookie's supposed to get a 5. That was a mistake. So his results bring them down a bit. But yeah, Russell, 8, 9. I don't think you can fight me with this. Can you? Fight me in the comments. I dare you. On to the next car. The Verstappen shaggers are happy, and the Verstappen haters are upset. Bro's a 10, and you cannot tell me otherwise. Pause, pause, pause. But yeah, the skill is 10 at this point. The car, of course, is degrading, so it's an 8. And Lawson, as much as I should have put him as a 5 as well, I don't know. I feel like I just put him at 7. I want to see something. I want to see something, okay? On to the next slide. So I'm kind of scared about this election, about what you guys think, but I'm also excited. Could you tell? Yeah, so we'll start with Charles first. Qualifying God, 9 out of 10. Just needs a little bit more to get the championship. The car is going to be a different car, so I'm not putting it as a 10, but I hope it's going to be a 9. Maybe it's an 8 in actual sense, but yeah. And with Lewis, he's been regressing since 2021. So, hey man, we'll see his first year at Ferrari. Okay, so I forgot that there's one more team left, which is McLaren. I don't know what I can say. It's going to be a bullet. I think they're just going to get the same car. It's a bullet. It's the fast. It'll be the fastest car. Okay, it and Ferrari. I expect them to have the fastest car. Norris is a 9. He can qualify. He can race good. He just needs to get good with his poles. And Oscar is right behind him with an 8. We'll see. We'll see. And yeah, so now let's get to the test. So for the rest of this session, I'm going to have to be sleeping on top so that you could see the results right there. So from 11th to 15th, with which I don't know why, but I cut out the Saubers. So Hulk is above Bortoleto. So Hulk is 16th. So here the game has got 11 teams with 22 drivers. So I was trying to cut out the two extra drivers, but that it turns out I cut out more than I was even supposed to. But from memory, the Saubers were bottom. Even the constructors, the Saubers were bottom, and Hulk was above doing. I mean above Bortoleto. But we're gonna start with Alpine, which of course he had doing, only getting 3 points, only getting 3 10 place finishes, which came from safety cars and none of the above. But uh, his average finishing position was 12th to 15th, 16th, right? That was where he always find himself. He was always outside of points. He was a solid driver. I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to be a solid driver, not someone scoring points on the regular like Gasly, but he's going to be there. Oh, by the way, I was using Gasly in the game, so Gasly's results are a bit skewed, but that I'll explain that later. So doing to me to the game, he's just gonna be like Logan Sargent, but less crashy. He's just gonna be 12th, 15th. If he has a bad day, last. Or if the car is pathetic, last. But yeah, same with Sainz. He's gonna try grab points, 9 points in the game, but I think he's gonna get more. But man, this Williams is terrible. This Williams is bad, and all I can say is that we're not gonna see Sainz in the top 10 a lot. Maybe Q3, but he's gonna be falling off with race pace. Hajar surprised me in the test. 17 points for someone who's joining the team for the first time. Might seem like a little, but it's a lot. I mean, there was one P8, and most of them were like P10s, P10s, P10s. So he's in the fight. He's in the mix. So yeah, behind Alonso by not that much. So even though I gave the Aston a 6, the car is pathetic to the point where Stroll is above Alonso by a point, of course. But yeah, that's insane. That's insane. If Stroll finishes above Alonso this season, then I'm going to what? I'm going to chug a bottle of milk I think. I don't believe that. So yeah, the game says from 11th to 15th is Stroll, Alonso, Haja, and Sainz. Haja is a surprise, like I said. Doing is going to be someone that will rarely get points, but all in all, man, if this Stroll thing happens, then the sport is cooked. Then they have secretly sabotaged Alonso's car. That's the only thing you can tell me, and that's the only thing I am believing because I wouldn't believe jack shit. Anyway, let's move to the top. Let's go to 10 to 5. This should be an interesting one. So remember when I said that Gasly's results are going to be skewed because I was using it? Yes, yes. I won 6 times with the Alpine. That's why I got 100. I don't believe Alpine are going to win 6 races, by the way. Anyway, so Sonoda creeps into the top 10, right, with 61 points. Which, like I said, this car is a beast, and Sonoda already knows the team. The team is built behind him, of course. He's like the mini Verstappen of the RB team. Of course, they tried to replace that with Ricardo. It failed. With Lawson, as much as they were 50-50, I still think she should have got the seat. But yeah, he pulls through, gets 10th place in the team, and collectively the team gets 70 something. So that's pretty good. We'll see the constructors at the end, though. But yeah, so Sonoda is in 10th. Antonelli in this game was complete washed. Like, yeah, he's a rookie, but he was washed, and the Mercedes was trash. You can see Russell is right there in P7, but in P9, Antonelli, every time I was playing the game, right, he was, when I qualify bad, like let's say like 15th and whatnot, he's only above me in like ninth. So he will make Q3 this entire season according to the game. But as much with race pace, he's pathetic. With tire choices, he's pathetic. He's so shit, so shit. He's like what, the best performing rookie, yes, but like he is so shit when compared to someone being put in a good car and their first season. But yeah, so same with Lawson. Lawson doesn't fall much back, I guess. I think it would be the same as Sergio, but the difference is they want Lawson but didn't want Sergio. So yeah, and also there are rumors circling about that if Max potentially leaves, then Lawson it will be the new Max. It's sort of like when Ricardo came in when Vettel became a 4-time world champion. Then you remember that thing where like when the car became like bad, Ricardo slowly started beating Vettel and then replaced Vettel into being Red Bull's number one. So that's what's being given to Lawson, if I should use that word. So if Lawson just keeps, doesn't crash a lot like Gasly and Albon, then he should be the Ricardo that they wanted. Because they've tried so many Ricardos, man, but it's failed. But Lawson will be that Ricardo, I think. So yeah, in this season proves it as well. 112 points. He got top 5 finishes, top 10 finishes when it was bad. And yeah, a few races he finished ahead of Max even, which I wish I was screen recording the whole thing so I could show those clips. But I'll do this again, but this time I'll control the drive. That's besides the point. So yes, and 7th Russell with 141 points. The Merc, I don't know. If this is how bad the Mercedes is going to be, then Jesus. But yeah, Russell, I rated him a 9. He's a 9. Pause in when it comes to race skill, and I'm still standing by that hill. I'm dying by that hill. His skill is a 9. Qualifying, I mean, with the bad Mercedes, he qualified on pole twice and won 3 times, but of course one was disqualified for Lewis to win. And Lewis also won a race with that Merc. So it just goes to show that, hey man, Russell Russell can do something. And like I said, Gasly, I won 6 times in a row while I was playing. But I DNF like for majority of the season and then kept winning at the end of it. So Gasly, I think, nah. Gasly is not gonna win 6 races. But anyway, next to the next top five. I do not know what Oscar Piastri was eating in the game, but he just went on a killing spree. He did not finish outside of top two all season. He just collected them points like it's nothing. Not wins, of course. I think he had 7 wins, and they were just fighting with wins between Norris and Oscar. It was just Norris and Oscar. When it's qualifying, Norris qualifies ahead of Oscar, but then with race pace, Oscar gets the jump on Norris. And the few times I won, I sort of like took most of the wins away because, like I said, he was gonna have like 5 or 600 if I wasn't winning any of the races. But the races that I won, he finished behind me. So like I said, top two step. And yeah, between the Ferraris again, Lewis had a bad start, but he caught up to the end. I think after like even like in real life, after Silverstone, bro was finishing third, fourth. Uh, I think he won a race. No, he didn't. Leclerc won Monaco. I mean, Leclerc won. Yeah, Monaco and Monza, important races for Ferrari, of course. And Verstappen, as much as I don't like this, he's gonna fucking be down in the dumps in fifth. His lowest finish in a while. So yes, this is how the thing is gonna pan out. Oscar Piastri in the game is world champion. Will Oscar Piastri be world champion in only his what third season, third season? Is he gonna try and do a Kimi Raikkonen, or a Jacques Villeneuve and win a championship at the third season? Which yeah would be interesting. I mean, it would be what the first. I know the game says like he's from whatever that flag is, but Austria, but nah, the New Zealand the Australian should be proud of the results. So yeah, this was a fun experiment, and I hope you enjoyed it. So that's it. This has been a video on Valentino F1. This is your boy Valentine, and just wanted to say thanks for watching this far. This is a very janky video, like even just the explanations you could tell. But yeah, thanks for pulling through. I'm gonna try and make a better-ish one, but I'm gonna come with my own predictions rather than the game's predictions soon. So be sure to watch that. Take care.